Hi guys, this is Gordon on Wired, tackling autocomplete. First question. Is Gordon Ramsay a Michelin Star chef? I won my first star many years ago. And this year we celebrate 27 years at Royal Hospital Road and 25 years at a 3-star. Is Gordon Ramsay considered the best chef in the world? That's absolute bull. I don't think you can ever be the best, but you can be one of the best. Good question. Is Gordon Ramsay going vegan? I did go vegan once for an entire lunchtime, and it was interesting. It was very interesting. Is Gordon Ramsay good at football? I think he was. Football was an incredible release. There's a lot of synergy between running a kitchen and captaining a team. Who made Gordon Ramsay cry? This one always fascinates me. I didn't actually cry. I got upset with the situation because I f***ed up. And like in sports, like in kitchens, when you screw up, you get upset. But there's multiple people that made me cry. My kids make me cry. My mum makes me cry. My bulldog, when he shits all over the carpet, makes me cry. Who inspired Gordon Ramsay to cook? Biggest inspiration at the beginning was my mum. Growing up and watching my mum handle 3 jobs, I would go and visit her at the restaurant at weekends and help her prep, peel all the onions, carrots, potatoes to help get her home a bit earlier. Who is Gordon Ramsay's favorite chef? It's like saying, who's your favorite child? Oh God, that's so hard. I'm gonna say my favorite chef is a toss-up between Claire Smith, Angela Hartnett, and Guy Savoy. Did Gordon Ramsay invent beef Wellington? Absolutely not. It was forgotten about. It was sort of almost like the Sleeping Beauty of dishes. So we revived it back in 2001 at Claridge's. And ever since then, it has gone crazy. Did Gordon Ramsay jump out of a helicopter multiple times, rappelled out of a helicopter, hung from a helicopter, and jumped out of a helicopter? Can Gordon Ramsay handle spice? Of course I can. This palate is an educated palate that loves spice. Can Gordon Ramsay cook grilled cheese? Well, this thing always comes back to bite me on the arse every year. Can he do a grilled cheese? Can he get the pool of cheese? Yes, I can, finally. Being in New Zealand and up against it time-wise, I thought the cheese had melted, but it hadn't. Now I can perfect a grilled cheese, I promise you. Here we go. Can Gordon Ramsay bake? Absolutely. I'll tell you why. My first job in Paris, I worked at the restaurant Guy Savoy in the middle of Paris in the 17th arrondissement. And my first job was downstairs in the pastry. And then in London, before going to Paris, I also worked as a baker at Le Gavroche. So yes, I can bake. Boom. Does Gordon Ramsay drink coffee? I love coffee. First thing in the morning, I'll start off the day after a session in the gym, and I'll get a black coffee and a croissant. And then throughout the day, I'll have a flat white, potentially with oat milk or skim milk. Does Gordon Ramsay like pineapple on a pizza? No, I do not. I did my first Ironman in Hawaii. And at the end of this finishing line, some incredible young chef had cooked me a pizza. And I was about to take a bite of it and I spotted the pineapple. So I dodged the pineapple and devoured the pizza. Good question. Does Gordon Ramsay ever use a microwave? Tilly recently just graduated from university, one of our daughters, and the microwave was a staple in this apartment. So I think they're good for reheating things. Couscous, for instance, is really good for 30 seconds to reheat in a microwave. But to sort of cook and eat from a microwave, no. But reheating, 100% yes. Does Gordon Ramsay call people donuts? People ask me that all the time. I call them donuts because they're clumsy. Have you ever tried eating a donut without licking your lips? It's a very clumsy thing to try and eat and devour. So yeah, I have called many people donuts. Next, what does Gordon Ramsay think of the bear? The bear is incredible. It gives a proper insight to the nitty-gritty sort of side to the industry, the pressure that these chefs face, but most importantly, the level of determination that goes on in the kitchen. What are Gordon Ramsay's world records? That's a really good question. When we first started launching the F word, we used to come up with challenges that would inspire winning Guinness World Records. I think I've lost quite a few of them now because clearly challenged. I don't know how many we still have. What are Gordon Ramsay's current shows? That is a tough one. Secret Service, Kitchen Nightmares, Master Chef, Hell's Kitchen, Master Chef Junior, Uncharted, and of course, the one that I'm most excited about, Knife Edge. Next, how Gordon Ramsay became famous. I didn't start cooking to become famous. I fell in love with it because it was a passion that I absolutely was obsessed getting to the very top. Spending 3 years in France and working with some phenomenal chefs really taught me how to perfect my craft. How Gordon Ramsay cuts an onion. Everyone thinks it's easy cutting onion. The secret is having a great sharp knife. So I peel it once and keep it whole. I leave a little touch of the root on, slice it in half, chop, 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 1, 2, 3 down, hold the onion back together and then slice into a nice fine dice. Forget the word speed. When you start chopping things like onions and carrots, focus on the technique first. Get the techniques right first before you start getting faster. When you get too fast, that's when you cut yourself. So slow down. Any tips to avoid crying when cutting an onion? Rinse it under cold water, and that stops the acid bleeding from the back of the onion. I do get frustrated when I see people wearing goggles, swimming goggles, and dive masks, cutting an onion. No. How does Gordon Ramsay like his steak? I'm a big medium rare. I'm not a big fan of blue. I don't think you can really identify the flavor of the meat when it's blue. And the secret of cooking a great steak is letting it rest before you slice it. So mid-rare all day long. Love it. Right. What does Gordon Ramsay use to sharpen his knives? Some knives are incredibly delicate that require the stone, and others just a straightforward steel, nice and slowly. What culinary school did Gordon Ramsay go to? Yeah, so I enrolled in, it was like a foundation course in catering. So by the time I got into college, I was already sort of quite well advanced on the course because I spent 2 days a week at college and the other 3 days a week I spent at school. So that was a sort of like a test scheme that worked out very well. What's in Gordon Ramsay's lamb sauce? Oh, that's a tough one, that one. I go back to the moment when I was screaming and waiting for the freaking lamb sauce to come. If you slice the lamb as the main course, the thing you've got to serve at the same time is the sauce. The secret of any great lamb sauce is in the resting juices from the lamb, whether it's a rump of lamb, a leg of lamb, or the most amazing shoulder. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed those questions as much as I didn't, and thank you. God bless. Thank you very much.